All right, so now that we are done with our ballet warm-up, our cardio routine, I hope that you also did your footwork technique warm-up, your practice. Now we're ready to start with the breakdown of our State of Yucatan new song that we're gonna be doing. Some of you started to learn this song on your regular class. Some of the Queens students did, but we never finished it and we never really danced it. And besides, I changed all of the steps. So don't think like, oh, I already got this. We're gonna dance Ferrocarril because it's a nice and long song, and we are able to use charolas. So get ready and start practicing your balancing because we're gonna be doing a lot of that balance, the suertes. And our footwork, it is gonna be a little bit, well, I don't wanna say it's gonna be a little easier than what we did before, but I think it's gonna be a little harder because it changed the weight, where our weight is. I'm gonna push you out of your comfort zone this time. But if you practice enough, if you keep doing it over and over and over, I'm pretty sure all of you are gonna get it because the song is a little fast. And remember, at one point, you're gonna be doing the same footwork, but with charolas on your head. So let's get started. I read all the steps because you know it's hard to memorize everything. So excuse me if I stop for a second and I start reading, or if I make a little mistake, you know, I'm gonna try to get you there as fast as I can, okay? So we're gonna start, the music is gonna start, pa pa da pa 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 pa. We're gonna let go 2 phrases. We're gonna let it go. We're not gonna do nothing, or you can just like start getting the feeling of the song, right? So you let go 2 phrases. Pa pa da pa pa pam pa pam, pa pa da pa pa pam pa pam, pa da pa da pa 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 pam, pa da pa da pam, pa pa. So you're gonna do right left. That's gonna be your remate, right left. But when you finish the right left, I want you to really bounce that left up because that's the leg that is gonna start. Your primera pisada va a ser con el pie izquierdo, okay? So de ahí, 1, siempre empieza sencillo el primero, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's what we're gonna do. Just nice and easy. Double front, double side, sorry, parallel, double with the right, side, back, cambio de peso, ahora hago izquierdo, pa, 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 cambio, pa, 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 cambio, pa, cambio, el último, y de aquí hay un tacón, y luego cambio de peso. That's the end of your phrase. De ahí vamos a hacer balseados. Ahora, chicas, I want you to start training yourself how you're gonna hold your skirt. So think about your waist. Wherever you feel your waist, your thumbs are gonna be in that part of the waist. As far as you can reach, the longest of your finger, that height is where it's gonna go, and that's where you're gonna wrap your skirt a little out, okay? So your arms need to still rounded. You don't wanna be with the arms on the side, they wanna be pushing forward, okay? So again, thumbs on the waist, reach all of your hand. Where you finish, that's the height that you're gonna hold your skirt, okay? That's where you're gonna be all the time. All of these, all the time. We're not gonna learn these with epoma yet. We're gonna work on that in the future. I want you to concentrate a lot of the feet. But at this level, for the Friday class, I do want you to start working on where are you standing. For my boys, right hand on the back, en puño, okay, en puño. Left hand, you don't want it to be a spaghetti, you don't want to be it out, you don't want to be it in, you just want to have it nice and relaxed, but it's also energized. So your hands don't want to be open, they want to be mostly closed, and the puño in the back, and everything stays over here, Okay? So again, let's review step number 1. So we'll do 1, okay? That's what it is. Acuérdense que el último es double, double, y de ahí heel, boom. Cambio de peso y de ahí nos vamos a ir con balseados. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play with your arms right now. Play with your arms. You can go back here if you want, whatever you feel. Or gentlemen, you stay here, boys. And then the arms, all of these balseados. I'm not gonna give you counts with the music because I want you to listen to your music and to change your music. Now, these balseados, I don't want you to like really do this. Is step, point, step. Step, point, step. Step, punteo, step. Step, punteo, step. Step, punteo, step. Step, punteo, step. So even if you turning or you're walking, I need to see this. I need to see the punteo, el punteo, okay? Tampoco es that, right? It's just un balseado. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Al cambio de música, but there's gonna be a change of music. I want you to go back to your, no, let's just don't focus on once we do it with the music, I'll let you know what the arms are gonna go for that, okay? I don't wanna stuck it into one way and then another way. We're just gonna play around with that. I need you to focus on your leg. But there's gonna be a clear change on the music where we're gonna go 1, 2. Now this is important. How do we push it? You gotta flex it a little bit. Knee goes first, and then you're like kick it like if you were pressing a pedal or something. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So you really wanna be having this. They're not point, they're a little flex, but they're not totally flex. So they're like relaxed. But the knee motion is important. So in the music it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and then there's like a remate. So we have step number 1, which is balseados and then remate. Let's go with step number 2. All right, we're gonna learn 2 steps on this class really fast because I know you're fast learners. For the step number 2, we finish with a remate. Viene, again, empieza izquierdo. Remember, every time with the step starts, it starts with a single. Then when it starts to the other side, it's a double all the time. So vamos a hacer paso pasado. Remember, you are on plié. So paso pasado, vamos a hacer pisada izquierda. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. From there, 2 zapateos hacia atrás and 5. Luego izquierdo and 6. And from there, we're gonna do picado atrás and 7. Then left 5. But you see where my right is? It bounces because that's the one that is gonna start the second time. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Double, double. It bounces because then we're gonna repeat it. Not the same step, similar, but we're gonna start with the left. Okay? Going back with step number 2, but the first part of step number 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Double, double. Derecha. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Back, back. Good. Part number 2 or step number 2. Viene. Empezamos igual. Paso pasado. We're gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. De ahí, Same thing, double with the right, but it's gonna be paralelo, junto, and 5. Then you're gonna cross, and 6. Then from there, and 7, and 8. You bounce it because then you start with the right. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay? Now again, hicimos el 8, bounce it out. Because then vienen los balseados. We're gonna do balseados number 2. But we're gonna leave that for our next week because I think this is already a lot of information, and I really want you to practice all of this week, these 2 sequences, which is 2 steps with 1 sequence of balseados, because the next sequence of balseados is gonna have some footwork that is also a little intricate. So make sure you practice. What's gonna be tricky is your remates. They have to bounce because you gotta start in the same foot. Another thing, all of these motions, paso pasado, your knee has to come up first. You just don't want to be here, right? You want your knee to bounce, boom, bam, bam, okay? Really fast, a cappella, the footworks, a review, really fast, and then we're gonna try with music. I hope I could do it because I know it's fast, okay? So, primero empezamos with hold. Pra para pa 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 para pa 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 pra para pa 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 para pan pa pa pa. Oh, yes. Pa para pa 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 para pa pa. No. Pa para pa 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 para pa 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 para pa pa. No. ¿Cómo era? Para pa. There you go. All right. Y de ahí vienen marcianos, ¿ok? Para, pam, pa, pam, pa, para, pa, pa, pa. 1, 2, 3, that's the tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cambio las manos. 2, feel free to travel. If you want to travel, ven al cambio de música. Viene el otro que hicimos. 1, you press, you push with the heel. Pull, pull, pull. Paso número 2, really fast review. Pies izquierdo, paso pasado. Pa, para, pa, 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 pa. Sorry, gotta start double. Let's start it again. 7 and pa, para, pa, 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 pa. Balseados, we're gonna try to keep it on the other side, all right? So it's really fast, so let's try with music. Good luck. All right, so let's try with music. Remember, we called it for this part. Ready, Robin?
I hope you enjoyed this week's class. And to finish, we're going to go over some general and historic fun facts of the state of Yucatan. Now, the state of Yucatan is southeast of Mexico, which would be right here, Yucatan, which separates the Gulf of Mexico, which is here to the left, from the Caribbean Sea. Now, Yucatan makes up from the three of the peninsular states, and the other two is Campeche and Quintana Roo, which borders Yucatan, south of Yucatan, Campeche and Quintana Roo. Now, Yucatan is one of the hotlands of the Maya civilization, which has the highest percentage of indigenous language speakers in the country. Now, the word itself, Yucatan, what does it mean? The word itself might have been a result of misunderstanding. Now, according to a Spanish conquistador, Hernán Cortés, may have rose from a confusion. He wrote, a Spanish explorer named Cordova, when he arrived to the area, he asked the native, what is it called? What is the area called? And the response was, in mine, which I would try just once, in my best, it was Yumatican clan. So, sorry for that, but I just one time. But in mine, that meant, I do not understand you. So from there, that misunderstanding, the Spanish named it Yucatan. Interesting. Now, back to Yucatan, the state of Yucatan. The state is most famous for its Mayan ruins, which numbers between 2,600 to 2,700, which 17 of those sites have been restored and open to the public, which the most famous are Chichen Itza, Ikpalam, and Uxmal. Now, Chichen Itza and the pyramid of the Ku Klux Klan have been named among the new 7 wonders of the world. Amazingly, the pyramid was built so that on the spring and fall equinox, which is March 21st and September 21st, the movement of the sun creates an illusion of a giant snake gliding down the pyramid's main flight of stairs. Now, to the Mayans, that symbolized the return of the Ku Klux Klan, the plum snake. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this week's